This is CNN Business, and this article was printed Thursday, December 17th, 2020, and it says more bad job news. 885,000 people filed for unemployment benefits last week.
All right. Hey, Barak Yahweh.
Barak Yahweh.
Barak Yahshua.
Barak Yahshua.
Barak Yahweh.
Barak Yahweh.
Barak Yahshua.
Barak Yahshua.
Hashem.
Hashem.
Rakah.
Kodash.
Kodash. A double honor to the apostles, the elders. Salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and in sincerity. And this lesson will be entitled More Bad Job News. All right, go ahead, bro.
It reads, New York.
But tell them your source too, bro. CNN.
Okay, again, this is CNN Business.
Mm-hmm.
And it says CNN breaking news, U.S. and world news.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes on to read, New York, CNN Business, the U.S. job market continues to suffer. And Thursday brought more bad news. Another 885,000 people filed for first-time unemployment benefits last week, an increase from the week prior and higher than the 800,000 claims that economists were expecting. The largest figures, which are adjusted for seasonal factors and reported by the Labor Department, and particularly grim since last week's numbers were received up to 862,000. And even before the revision, that week had been the highest level since mid-September. This was the fourth time in the past 5 weeks that first-time claims increased from the prior week. Meanwhile, continuing claims, which track the total number of Americans seeking jobless benefits, fell to 5.5 million, but more than 20.6 million people have now filed for some form of government unemployment benefits in the past 4 weeks as of November 28th. That's an increase of more than 1.6 million from a week earlier.
Isaiah 24 and 11, there is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. And if you don't have any employment, you can't have no fun. Because you need employment to finance your good times.
Right.
You know, want to add something, bro?
Oh, that's pretty much it, man. No money, no action.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's pretty much it in a nutshell, man.
Okay.
You want me to
get that Ecclesiastes, man?
Ecclesiastes 12, man.
Yeah, Ecclesiastes 12, yeah, because it's only getting worse, man. America is not getting any better. Okay, more people will file in the weeks to come. All right, the depression and the suicide rates will continue to go up. All right, anxiety levels of people will continue to rise because people are stressed the fuck out, man.
Right.
You know?
Right. What's all the top?
You can start at verse 3.
Start verse 3. Yeah. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble.
Yeah, the keepers of the house shall tremble. And who are the keepers of the house?
Esau.
The people the people that watch the stock markets, man. Go ahead, bro.
And the strong men shall bow themselves.
Meaning what? They're going to be humble. Strong men is going into rich people.
Right.
Rich men, they're going to be humble in these times to come, man, because they're not making any money.
Right.
Okay.
And the grinders cease because they are few.
The grinding cease represents what? Your employment opportunities, man.
Right.
Okay, now think about it. The elite bankers, the nobility of Edom, are trying to do what? Eradicate the middle class, man. And that is the heartbeat of the economy.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
And those that look out of the windows be darkened.
Meaning what? So people looking out of the windows and it's going to be dark, that lets you know that bad times are coming.
Yeah.
And that's like, and that's going to put people in a depressed like state. No future, no hope. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 4, and the door shall be shut in the streets.
And the door shall be shut. And how many people filed for unemployment? Over 885,000.
And that was what, last week?
That was last week. Now that's just basically more people adding up to the other total, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
When the sound of the grinding is low,
When the sound of the grinding is low, meaning what? More jobs will basically shut their doors. Shut their doors, and it's gonna continue to follow. Other jobs will continue to follow the same circuit.
yeah. Hey, and this gonna take a big effect when that next shutdown comes, man. Because most of these companies are hanging on the thread as it is.
Yeah.
A lot of them had to lay off a lot of their employees just to be able to, stay functioning. But at the same time, they really didn't have the finance to pay their whole staff they usually would have, because the business is not coming like it was. Because you got people who are living in fear right now because of, and that's taking an effect, man. And when this next shutdown comes, that's gonna be the nail in the coffin.
Yeah. But meanwhile, your rich continues to get rich.
Right, they thrive.
Right, you had over what? I want to say you have like over 600 and something billionaires.
Yeah.
And all of them have made a grand total of $1.6 trillion within the past 9 months. Now, that's only in America alone. So, according to the article I read last week, they stated that these billionaires alone could give a stimulus check to each man, woman, and child alone.
For like $3,000.
Yeah, for $3,000. So, okay, they're making the money. Meanwhile, the middle class is being wiped the fuck out.
Right.
So if this is not by design, then what is?
It's always by design. In a way, they're making all this money because people who are working are going to the hospital. Them insurance companies are kicking out cash, man. Whether it's just for the doctor visit, medication, for being there for a certain amount of time. They making a killing, man. And some of these people are paying lump sums out of their pockets. So hey, they like brother was saying, these elites, these higher ups, man, they making money, man. But when it come down to the middle class, hey, they're being erased. Back in the scriptures, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird.
Meaning what? Getting up early in the morning, man.
Nothing to do.
3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. Why? Because you're trying to get that head start to seek work.
Yeah.
And
all the daughters of music shall be brought low.
And that's literal, man.
Yeah.
All right. Also, let's get James, the 5th chapter.
Which one, James?
James 5:1, bro.
Okay. This is the book of James, chapter 5, verse 1. Go to now, ye rich men.
Yeah, you rich men, you elite bankers, because y'all control this entire system. Hence the nobility of Edom. Go ahead.
Weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you.
Meaning what? The judgment, which is what? The second coming of Yahushua. And within the second coming of Yahushua is going to bring salvation to the elect, judgment to 2/3, and also judgment to these heathen nations, beginning with the nation of Edom.
Yep.
And within this entire segment, what will happen? The kingdom of heaven.
Come.
Go ahead, bro.
Your riches are corrupted.
Your riches are corrupt because everything you have attained within your blessing that you received from Isaac or Yahushua, when Yahushua was Isaac, in the process of reincarnation, you have murdered, you have robbed, you know what I'm saying? You have lied for it.
Yep.
You have stole.
Fabricated.
Okay? Go ahead, bro.
And your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you.
Go ahead, bro.
And shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasures together for the last days.
This is your last hoorah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
after you go down this time, it's no more rebirth. There's no more renaissance. Okay, it's completely over.
It's Obadiah for your ass.
Yeah. So basically, you're coming into the kingdom of heaven, beginning with the elite bankers. Okay, because they're still going to be living on this on the east side or the eastern part of the world. Okay, they're going to be the first slaves entering into the kingdom of heaven. All right, and then within 1,000 years, what's going to happen? The entire nation of Edom has to serve hardcore slavery.
Yeah.
Then you're going to be bundled up, okay, like a bunch of sticks and set on fire. Okay, and the nation of Edom will never walk the earth again, although those spirits still exist. However, they will return as these heathen nations, such as an Ammonite or Ishmaelite or a Hamite, and etc. You got something, bro?
No, you good, man. I'm gonna finish it up.
Go ahead.
Let's see. Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud,
Israelites.
crieth,
Israelites.
and the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord Yahweh of Sabaoth.
Sabaoth. Okay, and what does Sabaoth mean? The Lord of armies. Okay, so basically, you have to be judged for the lifestyle you betrayed on this side of the world. Okay, in this incarnation, man. You control this entire system. Your system governs this entire world, and therefore you rule in wickedness, and due to your rulership within wickedness, is consequence that must follow. Hence the indignation of Yahweh Bashem Al-Shai, which is what? His righteous anger, man.
God.
Okay? You're going down for your deeds, your actions. All right?
God. I got one for you, bro.
All right.
This is Lamentations chapter 4, starting at verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom.
Daughter of Edom, talking about the nation of Edom. How do you know? Because it says daughter and not daughters. Go ahead.
That dwelleth in the land of Uz.
Right? Modern day America.
The cup also shall pass through unto thee.
The cup of slavery shall come to you as it came to us. Go ahead.
Thou shalt be drunken.
Drunken meaning what? You're going to drink a lot of it. You're going to be engulfed in it.
You're going to feel it.
You're going to feel it. Go ahead, bro.
And shall make thyself naked.
And when you're naked, what happens? You're exposed.
Come.
Go ahead.
Verse 22. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished.
Yeah, iniquity means what? Wickedness.
O daughter of Zion. That's that transition being made known right there. What's gonna happen?
That's it.
He will no more carry thee away into captivity.
Why? Because after Yahweh Shah comes and redeems the elect, the Lord will with the hope elect, we're gonna be programmed perfect. Why? Because we're getting those special bodies, man. Those extraterrestrial bodies, man. Immortal bodies, and they're programmed. Or we're going to have that spiritual program not to sin. And therefore, if we don't sin, there's no consequences that we'll pursue.
That's that second covenant.
Yeah, that's right. Hebrews 8 chapter.
Come. He will visit thine iniquity, O
judge.
O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins.
He will discover thy sins. So you have to be penalized. You have to pay for what you did within your rulership.
Come.
Anything else you want to add?
That's all right.
All right. Lord will, y'all edified. Was just a quick hit. The brother just breaking bread.
Come.
All right. All praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakudash.
Double honor to the apostles, the elders. Salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and in sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom.